welcome everyone. Good evening. Today I'm going to talk about Node.js modules and TypeScript for SPFX. The main reason I'm starting with this because of people are moving from different technology, right? Like C Sharp or Java or a JavaScript like that. People always think about why we need a TypeScript for SPFX. What is the modules? What we are using? Why not we use the same technology like that? Because of it's a client environment, right? So SPF is totally a client development. It's a client web part. Totally, we are going to use the TypeScript, JavaScript framework, React, Angular, everything, right? Here I'm talking about TypeScript. The main reason behind this TypeScript is type to script only. It's not a big deal or without very hard to learn or like that. It's very simple one. That's the reason I'm going to show you how to use it. People can new to SPFS then easily move to the application. Okay, before I'm going to the session, just I introduce myself. I am Jenkins NS, the Office Development MAP and MCT as well as Solution Architect and International Speaker. I have 16 plus years of experience. I have a specialist in Microsoft Teams, Power Platform, and SharePoint Framework. And also, I have my contacts in the right-hand side. You can able to see my LinkedIn profile, Twitter, blog page, as well as some Facebook pages available. You can able to get the latest about SharePoint Framework, Microsoft Teams info. And I have a YouTube channel. You can able to see all these event videos available there. You can able to refer later as well. Okay. And I'm a SPS Bangalore organizer and a ambassador. Okay. Okay, this agenda is first I'm talking about the open source tooling for SharePoint framework, and then I go with the Node.js module, and we can discuss about the TypeScript and how I can use in the TypeScript in SPFS. Mostly in the lab format, I'll show you how to use that because people from C Sharp or other object-oriented language, how they easily move to TypeScript. That's the main objective of this session. Who are in the JavaScript also don't worry about it. It's totally object oriented how to use it. Because of people use JavaScript, jQuery, that's totally a depend with the function and method, right? There's a lot of struggle to move to the new technology with TypeScript or React. Because here I'm not talking about React, totally Node and TypeScript alone. Because React is another JavaScript framework, right? We need enhance from the TypeScript. The base is always a JavaScript. How JavaScript works in the TypeScript model, I'll show you. Okay. First, the open source tooling. What is that? Let's say mainly when you go for a SharePoint framework leveraging the open source, right? Whenever you're developing, we need a node because it's a client development. Previously, we used our container web part and we load all the JavaScript and jQuery code or Backbone handler, JS, all the library information in our asset library, and we can access from SharePoint framework, right? Sorry, SharePoint container web part. The same thing here, there is a lot of limitation. We are injecting the code inside our pages like that, right? That's the Microsoft being introduced in 2016 October with a drop-based version with Node.js. Then they released in 2017 February the SharePoint framework. Here they try to bring all these other developers like C# developers or JavaScript or any other library developers to easy to access in our SharePoint framework. How to do that and using the Visual Studio Code. That's all totally open source. We have the build process and tooling using Yemen, Gulf, Node, NPM, everything. And we have a web framework like React, Angular, Knockout, jQuery, and other libraries like Backbone, Handlebar, everything. And we have a code editors that also is open. We can be able to use, but preferred only to use it Visual Studio Code. And you can able to use Atom or Sublime or WebStorm. I have a different option. Okay, what is that? One by one will come. If you are coming from a C# developer, you have an idea, right? You always know that IIS Express will be there. Whenever I press F5, it will load and give the page. And say we have a .NET, and we have a Node.js for building, and we have a C# for the coding and Visual Studio project templates for our development template, right? Same here. Node is separate. That is a real feature. Node is nothing but it's a node development. Okay, they say whenever you go with a background with a JavaScript framework, you're comparing with a normal development. So .NET, we have a framework, right? Same like that, we have a frame. We need a framework in the base, right? That's we are using the Node. Then we go for NPM. That is a packaging manager. It's a Node package manager to build their application. Before building the packaging information, right? We need to bring how to add all the other modules, everything we can utilize the NPM. MS build is nothing but Gulf is nothing but a building your solution, moving the solution to your app catalog like that. We are using the Gulf for compiling. Okay, and we have a TypeScript. That nothing but you think about C#, same like the TypeScript. We are going to write a code. Oh, the reason behind is whenever you are using JavaScript, here also TypeScript converting everything JavaScript once you are compiled. The same thing happen, but C#, if you are a C# developer, you know classes, interfaces, constructors, abstract class, private, public, protect, like that. We have a lot of difference in our variables and classes and everything, right? Namespaces, everything. Same thing, how to bring it. The same person written a TypeScript. It's a typed oriented with the JavaScript. Whatever the JavaScript is a superset of JavaScript, you can say. Because we can, whatever the variable you're declaring, you can able to use a typed one. And also same time, you can able to use as normal JavaScript also. Let's say we are not using any normally we write in the variable var, right? The same thing also available in TypeScript. Whatever the alert, everything is a functional device, everything is there. Wherever the variables, classes, methods, we are going with the TypeScript. It's very useful for compiling whatever the human errors we can able to avoid, because whatever type, everything you need to validate in the compiling process. And Visual Studio Code is nothing but your coding purpose. Okay. One by one, I'll show you. But a Node.js is a runtime, it's a framework already told, right? The cross-platform JavaScript runtime, similar to .NET framework, is a runtime for C# based projects, right? Same like that, we have in the JavaScript, just for in the desktop server device, so everywhere you can able to use. It's a API wrapper to Chrome, VB, JavaScript. Okay. In our is SharePoint framework open source tooling building totally in the Node.js. Okay. Always we need at least version 8 or version 10. It's only supporting with now, and our tool is not supporting, and 9 is also not supporting because of some SharePoint framework dependency. Okay. Always you remember you can use Node.js version 8 or version 10. Okay. Other versions are not supporting currently. That's always prefer because of your Fluent UI or Office Fabric, it will affect. This always remember that while using Node. While installing, always best thing is 8 or 10 you can install. Okay. And NPM is the Node package manager. NPM is package manager for Node. Whenever you're doing some you want to add some new node modules, or you want to bring in your package, initiating it, add the TypeScript compiling or configurations, everything you can use the NPM. Okay, you can easily use NPM to bring the everything. That's why we can include with the Node.js. That's by default it's included while installing Node.js. Don't worry about it. If anything error happen, then you can reinstall that. Otherwise, by default it's available. Okay. A1 is the project scaffolding generator. In our SharePoint also we have a standard A1 generator for SharePoint. That is the framework, SharePoint framework. Okay, we have a SharePoint framework start from 1.0. If you are using SharePoint 2016, you need to use 1.1.0. If you are using SharePoint 2019, you need to use 1.4.0. Other than that, if you are using online, no problem. You can use up to the latest version 1.10. Okay, 1.0. It's the generator prompts user with questions and with the information, everything. That's nothing but it will utilizing the NPM init. That's a package creator object we can utilize based on our information, right? It will customize the init option. Okay, then you'll go and create a new project for mod node, that I'll show you. Okay, what are the things that initially happening? How we are using in SharePoint? That's the main objective here. I'm going to show. Okay. It is the installing the generator commands in the bottom. You can able to see the Microsoft generator to use to develop our create our web parts. Okay, Gulf. It's a task runner. Gulf is a task runner for projects. Whenever you want to build your .NET application, you're using the build, right? You're using F5, same like that. We are using Gulf server here. We have a Gulf build is there. We have a build option, right? Control Alt plus B, you can build in the .NET Visual Studio, right? Same like that. The Gulf is totally building. It will bring our all the errors, whatever happening. It will bring for you. The same thing, the client side, we are using the Gulf. We need to specifically install on that. Okay, and we have a TypeScript. This TypeScript, if you by default it will come whenever you are installing Node. If you specifically you want, then you need to install that whenever using the TypeScript of projects. Whenever you are trying to start a project, TypeScript project without using your Microsoft SharePoint YAML generator, you can directly go and install npm install -g space TypeScript. It will get the global installation of JavaScript. Okay, it's that's a type superset of JavaScript. That's the already told, right? The superset of JavaScript is compiled to plain JavaScript. After compile, it will bring that. I'll show you how to bring back to the JavaScript because TypeScript is not executable. It's just a development purpose. After compiling, it will convert as a JavaScript. I'll show you how. Then how managing by the Microsoft. That also I'll show you in the lab. Okay, and you can also integrate native JavaScript to SharePoint framework customization. No need to write the rewrite everything. Okay, the version you need to manage easily in our SharePoint projects as well as that. So there's a ts.config file will be there. You can manage the ECM version because JavaScript is the base is ECM version, right? The ECM script is the base 5, 6, 4 like that. Is we are using the 6 in the nowadays or 5, right? Most of the time, if you want to use 6, you can have more feature on that from the TypeScript point of view. Okay. Now I'll go and show you modules. What are different modules available? Then we move to the TypeScript. Okay. What is module? Modules means nothing but you are bringing something like our own application type of, right? Each module is a Node.js is similar complex functionality. You need to make it as a common file like that. Here in the SharePoint framework, we use a lot of modules like we can integrate our SharePoint web part. We are going to use the property pan. We are using the movement or whatever it is, whatever custom development also we can bring as a module and you can utilize in our application. Okay, whenever you are developing using TypeScript or CoffeeScript, anything's no problem. Finally, you're converting as a JavaScript, right? That time you can utilize that module and integrate in our application. Module is nothing but grouping the functions in the Node.js cluster. We're not having any class, right? We have used the functions. You have export the function one by one, or you can group set of function you want to export, like in our application, you can able to do. Each module in Node.js has a own context, so cannot interface with other modules or other public global scope. That's a very feat oriented. That's the reason we can able to integrate any number of modules in our applications. Okay, we have three types of modules. One is core modules, the standard modules that available in the Node.js. And the second one is the local modules that is developed by ourselves. Third-party modules, nothing but your other third-party, they are developed and published in the market. You can able to use the module using npm, install with the module name, it will bring in your application. Okay, that's the third-party modules. As a core modules, this nothing but it's a lightweight framework. There are core modules include the minimum functionality of Node.js. Main function is like the HTTP, URL, query string. For that's nothing but a browser functionality, right? These are the things available: file upload or download or utility. It's totally a browser-based functionalities. These are core modules available in Node.js. Okay, I'll show you how to use the core modules in our applications also. Okay, reality in the background is happen like that. You know the background, then only you can able to use our application properly in our SharePoint framework. Okay. Local modules, nothing but I already told, right? We can whatever we are creating, different functionality we are developing in our end. You can create as a module, nothing but a separate file we are creating with a different function, with a one function or multiple function. You can see the image in the middle. Export.my datetime equal to function return data. That's a one inside the module. I can mention as a group, not grouped with the multiple function. The second one you can use as a var module 2, like that I can mention it, and inside I can able to write multiple functions. I can easily utilize that module option in my application. Okay. Okay, I'll show you how to use the modules. The basic understanding, then you can easily utilize all the features in our TypeScript as well as the package, everything. Okay, just I'll give one example. I'll go some my favorite folder. I'll create go move to my folder. I'm going to create one folder like demo Node.js. Okay, and okay, otherwise I can use Node.js example. Okay, then I can move the say to the current folder. Just I have my folder here. I'm going to do that. Okay. Whenever I'm doing that fresh .NET Node project, you can use your Notepad also develop. By default, we have a Visual Studio Code, right? We use that. Just type code dot space dot. You can able to get the Visual Studio open. Okay, it's nothing is that. Just we are created the file, right? What we do is I'm going to create a new file like app.js, any name. Okay, for example, like you can use index.js also fine. Okay. This is a starting point of application. I feel that you can write. Okay, once I got the file, I need to make it as a package. You know the package available in our SharePoint, right? How to creating the package normally the background while creating the Yo generator. What will happen is just I'll go in the terminal or I can use my same command prompt. This is both the same. It will run the same only. Okay, I'll just type npm init. You understand that npm, right? It's initializing the package. Okay, this is asked about the package name. You can use the same folder name, version number, a description of this project. It's node JS example. Then it will ask the entry point. We have a file already there, right? That's the reason it's showing the same file. If you want a different file, you can type it your file name. Okay, and you have the test command if you want to use or leave it. And if you have a Git repository, you can able to map here. And you have to add the different tag keywords. Then you can say other, and we have the license part. Okay, now it will ask, this is the information. The same information when we go with the SharePoint framework, you can see the package.json file, right? Same only as creating. We have a more information there. We have a web part name, we have a web part configuration part, teams part, everything. That's the standard, the customized npm init, right? They implemented in the Yo generator of SharePoint framework. Okay, if you okay, then it will come. Then I'll go back my Node project. You can able to see the package.json, right? We can able to see the index as well as when you click the package.json, you can see all this name version. Anytime you can be able to change it. Okay, just don't think it's only available the time only able to do. After developed also, whenever you want, you can do change the configuration. Not only in the Node, TypeScript as well as able to do in our SharePoint framework. Okay, here just I'll do use some module. How we do is normally create a folder modules. Then I create one file, first module, like that I can create. Okay, .js. This is a JS file, right? We can use go and do some simple application. Export dot my daytime equal to function. Oh, you can write any return value with the date. I can add this is a simple example. Because of time constraint, I'll use in the simple example. It will return back the only one value, right? Whenever I'm going to refer here, always modules we can use referring in our application use required. Okay, for example, where DT because it's a JavaScript, it's not a TypeScript, right? Require. Then I can mention my module folder slash. Here I can able to use in the node both first module.js or first module, whatever it is, it support. Okay, and whenever I want to access this file, what I do is normally you want to get the value, just a console I use, a console.log. You can say dt dot my data, right? We can able to see that. Just I'll save all. I'll just executed using Node. What is the name of it? index.js, right? Index.js. Okay. Once again. Okay, this I need to use a semicolon. Oh, sorry. Calling itself use JS. Okay. Now got the date. Okay. We got the output from the return value, right? We can able to bring that same thing in. You want to make it in a browser. You can able to use the HTTP syntax. Okay. You can use this syntax. It will bring the HTTP in the browser. Okay. It will load in the browser. Okay. Same like that. If you want a multiple methods you want to call together. For example, I want to bring 2 or 3 methods together, then I can say first I can make it some module like that. Okay, my functions equal to, then there I can add get dates like that. I can return back whatever you want. Okay, return date or whatever functionality you want to write. Or the other second one is add add function. You can say value 1 comma value 2. I can return back, say return val 1 plus val 2. Likewise, we can able to send any number of functions. Once again, I use a colon here. I can use the function. Normally, the JavaScript function, we need to make it inside the module, right? That's the reason I'm using that. I can use this semicolon comma here. You can have multiple, right? That's why I use a comma, and you can able to find whatever the things completed, and then I can what I do is I can go and export it whatever you want. Okay. For example, what I do is this is a function, right? Exports dot my day. This is a my function, right? My function will be that. Okay. That's why we can able to export dot directly, or your you can use like module, right? It is a module, right? Module dot exports equal to my function. Like you can easily export the value in the node. Now we understand that you can getting the module, everything is a JavaScript. Okay. The time constraint, I'll move into the next one. Okay, that's a TypeScript. What is TypeScript? Okay. When you see the TypeScript is a definition, TypeScript is a JavaScript for application scale development. Okay, the development purpose only we are using TypeScript. Whenever you are writing the TypeScript, you can say let message string colon what are the type message is a string, and we following the hello world. And in the JavaScript, it will convert as a where message hello world. Okay, while developing, we need to bring as a strongly typed object oriented language. It's designed for the same person who developed the C#, the Andrews at Microsoft, the same person will develop the TypeScript. That's the reason we can able to see the interface, classes, scope, the private method, everything is available there. We can utilize it, right? Over coming from the C# or anything, you don't have a much difference. Little difference we can able to achieve. I'll show the examples. Before that, just I'll show you. TypeScript always convert, then only execute. Okay. If without the execution, TypeScript will not work. We do convert first. Here also we can have a things. We can compile the TS the app.js, then it will bring the JS for you. For example, I am creating one new project. I can raise TypeScript. I can say this one CD. I change the folder. Just I will win the TypeScript, and just I can go the same way. I'm going to the Visual Studio Code. I'm not getting any value right here. Here also the same way, but the only difference is I'm going to create a, for example, app.ts. Okay, it's a TypeScript file. Okay, whatever things you want to write as a same like a JavaScript, you can able to write it. Okay, for example, console.log, welcome to TypeScript. You can say if you want to like that. Okay, what I'm trying to say do is when you do, you can able to write the same function, whatever you do in our JavaScript, right? Welcome user, you want to get the username, like a type, right? Username, like string. You need to pass the type. This is the different, okay? Which type you are passing. That's the main thing you need to bring, okay? Once a function, you can say you want to return some value. Return just a username, whatever you are getting, you can pass the value also fine, right? You can get the method like user name plus just concatenating, get the username and return back. Okay, username colon username, whatever return. This is a simple function. Okay, for the example, what we call is normally just you can say welcome user Jenkins, whatever you can add, right? How to call? It's nothing to execute directly. You need to convert this TS file to JS. That's the first thing you need to do. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay. That's for that you need to use TSC app.ts. What it will do is it's compiled and create one file for you app.js. Okay. Now you understand, right? How converting whatever you're doing in the TypeScript, it will convert as a JS file. Okay. What is happened? Oh, sorry, it's not saved. Once again, I'll do. Now you can see the other file is a JavaScript. Okay. Here no type, it's a string like that, right? When using here, you can have a string variable. Here nothing is there directly. Now we're able to run using here node app.ts. You can have same like what we did in the node. Sorry, app.js. Okay, that you can see the TS it's throwing the error, right? It's don't have a compiler. It's, we directly you need to convert as a compile and convert as a TypeScript. It's a JavaScript. Then only able to access. Here I access the TS, right? app.ts. That's the reason it's not working. When you access the JS, it's working. Welcome to JavaScript. If you pass the values and everything, and you can able to get that. You can get object everything, right? Same like when you want some configuration information, right? This is a simple method I did. Whenever I want a configuration, I want to make some folder, everything. What I do is normally I do ts hyphen init. It's successful creator. You can see that ts. Here you can decide. Okay, we want to which one ES5 or ES8, which folder you want. This is the standard. I'll show you in our SharePoint framework. Okay. Now you understand, right? The TypeScript how it's managing all the things. Okay. The other thing part is you need to know about all the TypeScript methods. Okay. You have a compiling part. You have a variables. Just I'll go fast because I hope everyone is a developer, so you understand it. We have a variable var declaration let with a let string colon string. We need to use the variable type, and we have a constant number with a number variable like that. We can win. We have three types: var, let, and constant. Okay, we are using var is nothing but the any type. You can able to use var or you can use let variable name colon any also it support. Okay, I'll show the different type of things. We have number, string, boolean, array, tuple, enum, union, any or void. We have a different set of things we can able to use. Same like that in our C#, right? We are using the same thing, right? Void is nothing but no return. That's the type you are saying is void. Okay, the same thing in the C# also. They are used void for no return, right? Same thing you are using here function say hi colon void because every return value you are using there only. We return a string, you can mention the string, right? I'll show you in this code. You can see here return. Whenever I'm going to return something here, if you have function I'm planning to return, if you are not return, then it will take as any. By default, you need to mention like that. Then only it's mentioned the return value. Okay, that's you need to remember that. Okay, and we have the functions, same function format. We have that function and we have the return type. I shown right. You have the primary blocks we can able to do. Let's say when I go for interface, the same interface concept is there, but when you converting as a JavaScript, no interface will be there. The reason behind is JavaScript don't have any interface model. Okay, that's the reason whenever you are converting as a TypeScript to JavaScript, no interface will be there, but it will validate all the functionality, the looping array functionality, right? Everything is managed and it will convert based on the JavaScript, right? It's not affect any functionality in our development working state. Okay, but unfortunately, no interface in JavaScript. That's the reason no interface value will be not built that in our JS file. Okay. That's the TypeScript compiler does not convert interface to Java. It uses interface for type checking. Is also known as a duck because of always is structuring, right? Interface we use for structure, right? We can which type is a number, string like that. We can decide it, right? That's the only purpose. That's why it's not affect anything. And classes, we always classes we have in constructor. We have the properties. We have a methods, right? The same concept only, no difference in our TypeScript. Okay, same thing, constructor, class, whatever the properties and methods we have. Okay, I hope everyone understand who are the developer of C# or who are come from Java or any other object-oriented language. You can able to understand the constructor as well as the properties and methods. Method is nothing but functions. Property is nothing but you have a different properties. You use the variables you are using, right? Modules. Whenever you are doing the TypeScript, same concept what we did in the Node.js, just we are using as a TypeScript module. Okay, the same thing. Module is nothing but we are developing as a component. Whenever you want a component, you go with the modules. You develop a separate file and make it all things as export class, everything. Okay, that's a simple module, like a simple class here have. Okay, the same thing. Whenever you want to use a node, we use record, right? Still, the web parts are supporting using. If you want to import, you can use the CSS file or any JS file. Still, we are using record. Same like whenever I want to import a TypeScript module, you need to use import. Okay, whatever class you want to bring or whatever whole file you want to bring. If you are bringing the particular class, you can use the name of that. We're using all the classes available in that module. You can use star as with the object name. Then you can refer which class you want. You can use this particular name. Okay, then you can able to rename the export whenever I have an employee associate employee class is there. But I want to refer here as an associate or something like that. You can able to renaming as a export from the module. That time you can rename it dynamically while accessing. Okay. And namespace, you know, right, is a grouping our classes. We can in classes or functions, we can able to group it. Okay. Just I'll go here, the demo part. We can show you how to use the TypeScript in our web part. Okay, that's the real example I'm going to show you. Just I'll go back to my folder. New file, SPFers, TypeScript. Okay, just I'll move to that folder. Because always creating any new web part, you can create a separate folder. If you are having a multiple web part, the same project, then create inside itself. Okay, don't want to create any other folders. Just creating a first project web part. I using already installed everything in my machine. That's I'm going directly to your Microsoft/SharePoint. Okay, it's create a new web part. Sorry, once again, sorry, spelling mistake. It's a Microsoft. I use Mr. CO. Okay, it's a project solution name. I leave it like this, and then I can go with a for current folder I'm using. I'm not going to use any permissions because of I do not use any graph here now. So I use no, and then I use a web part. Okay, just I'm creating a new web part. Can name say let's type script demo. I use the no JavaScript because totally we are using the TypeScript. If we're using React, we can the top of the React TypeScript, we are using the React as well. That's a difference there. Okay, no much other than that, no difference. Always React or Angular or anything. Everything is converted as a JavaScript while executing. So you have all libraries or all frameworks. It's only for the development purpose. After development, everything is a JavaScript. Okay. It's create a project. It's bring all this code information we added, and I'll show you how the package and how the tsconf created in our SharePoint framework web part. Okay, what we did is the basic level, right? The node modules you have to use created. and then we create it as a TypeScript, and we compile this and make it as a JS, right? Everything happen here also using, but this we have a template, same like Visual Studio, we have a standard template, the web, Windows, we have a different object, right? Same like that we are using here with the different ones. Okay, like web part extension and everything, we have the different templates. Okay, now we have a project is ready. Okay, then just I'm closing this. Okay, just I'll go back to my code space dot. It's open my Visual Studio and code with the project. Okay, just you can see here, you can see one package.json, right? If you remember that, there we have name, version, whatever the things available, right? The same thing we have some more because of this is all the dependency, everything we are maintaining in the package. This is nothing but the template we are extended the init object. Okay, then we have the TS config, whatever we saw, right? Target, folder, everything, right? The same only. Whenever we are creating any TS config, and then it will convert as a JS, it will available in the out directory lib. Okay, whenever you go here, you can see the okay, we are not at compile, right? It's not coming. You can see 1.4 folder will come in and debate next to the node underscore model with a lib. There you can have the TS file. Just I'll show you first. Just you are running like a F5 you are do. You can see sir cursor, it will bring the execution. Okay. While execution, it's running, the web part is coming. The meantime, I'll show about the code. You can see the lib folder now available with the web parts. All the JS files are created, right? Whatever available there, it will create this JS files. Okay, from the TS to JS file, you can see the all the reference, whatever available because of this template, right? It's create all the interfaces, everything is a JS file. That only execute. Okay. It other than this TS is only for the development purpose. Okay, just I'm going to do some how to use the module here and how to use the TypeScript classes. Okay, just I'm going to create one folder here. Most of the time, whenever we are doing any modules, right? We can go with the web parts. We have multiple web parts we are developing, right? Just we are creating a new folder, and I'll see here. Okay, I can use the here also, no problem. Okay, I'll use the modules folder and I create a new file. We can say whatever it is employee or whatever is the module one, first module .js. Okay, then sorry, .ts. Always a TypeScript, right? .ts. Okay, I'll create the folder. This is a standard web part template. You have the rendering is there. You have everything, right? But in your module, nothing is the same. What we do is our end we need to do all this coding part. Okay. At the same time, if you want a interface separately, what to do is I'll create one more file under the modules. So if you say person like that. Always the module interfaces we use the word person, right? That's the reason the file also used. First, I'll show the interface how to do that. Just export interface. Use person. Okay. Here add. Now we add first name string, comma semicolon, then last name string. Then nation string. We have any DOG or whatever it is, any variable you can add as a interface. Same like we doing in our object-oriented languages, right? We created the interface. Just save it. Okay. Then I'll go to the module. That is nothing but you are going to create a class. The class we have already told, right? We can able to separately export or you can go to do this class itself. Okay, just creating a class, export class. I can say employee on class. You can say I can create a private method, private variable, employee code. This is this thing. Okay, you can always typing this type, right? We understand that when you compare to the JavaScript here, everything you are typing the variable type. Okay, string or number, whatever you are using, right? Sorry, employee name is a code first I use, and then there is employee name. If you want a code is number also you can use. Okay, you can say different type you are using. Then what I do is we have a constructor. Normally we write a constructor. What's the purpose? Constructor is automatically initiate whenever I'm creating a object in the particular class, right? It's immediately it's execute. If you want to do something immediate action, you can go with the constructor, right? That's a constructor available here also. Same whatever do in our object oriented language. Okay, the name string comma code number. We can passing some value from the user. Then we can able to get here. Okay, these dot we are assigning to the value to in our already declared the variable. Understood, right? We can able to do the same concept. That's what I'm trying to say. We can able to create our interfaces. We can able to create our classes, constructors, public variables, public methods, private methods, protected methods, like that. Every options are available. Okay. Code equal to code. Okay, just assigning the value while inserting a new value coming. Then you want to call some method and execute the value. You can able to use it, right? For example, I can use some public method. Whenever using a private method, it will not accessible from outside. It's accessible from the same code only. For example, I want some private method to do. For example, I say. Get value or sales or a print. Okay. Just I can use name string comma code string number, right? Okay, I'll just use a print value. You can use here. If you want to console dot log, you can able to see the employee. For example, I'm using employee name. Employee name. Then I can use the variable name there, and we can use one more part, employee code. I use the code. Okay, plus code. Likewise, we can able to pass the value is the like whenever a constructor build, it will automatically bring the value here. Okay, it will. There's a public method you can accessible from the print from function. Use the same methods, whatever you want to pass the value there, you can able to send the value, right? Okay, like the same way you want to return or you want to return back. Okay, constructor, if you don't have a return back, but you have the methods, you can able to return back, right? Same value I return back. I can say welcome colon plus name plus code number. Your, I can say your code. Okay, you can welcome Jenkins or whatever it is. You can say and they can get the return back to the user. Okay. And sorry, number not code. Okay, we have the private method. It we call from the constructor. We have a public method call from the class. Okay, we have the class now. Whenever you're using the class, what we do is normally we call from the main part, right? When you go here, you can able to see here, we can get the import. For example, that's a class name is employee, right? And once you get done, you can get this model directly. Okay, the class name you can get in our Visual Studio. It will identify and bring, or you can directly type import and everything. Also fine. Okay, it will bring. Once you type the class name, it will bring the corresponding import model data. Okay, when you have the data, it's nothing but you are importing the class. Okay, same like in C# we are doing. Okay, whenever coming here, I can pass it. Let's object equal to new employee, right? Employee. Here I'm passing the value Jenkins NS, comma code. I can say 120. We have an object, immediately it will return back the value from this particular console, right? It will return the value in the printing the value because the constructor will call without writing any execution, right? Just creating an object itself will do. The same concept only happen. Then the second one I'm getting welcome message. If you want to get the welcome message back, equal to object dot. You can here see, you can see the only method print from function because the reason behind is we are not using the it's not available in the private method. Always private methods only available in the local, right? Same like in our normal development, same like only, it's no difference. Here also the same concept only. Okay. For example, I can pass some new data Oliver comma or something like 350. Okay. Now you get the where this is, I can say, string. You can get the welcome message string. You can do the declaration like that. Okay. When you get the message, what I do is I'll just remove these things. This is a welcome message, right? I can show here whatever this welcome message I can do. Welcome to here. I'm passing that variable. What we know you do is the because of the variable, right? Just dollar. Oh, what happened? One second. Or we can using that not record this one dash dollar because of we are using this apartment, right? These are below the escape key. Directly you can able to get this these dots. This is the insert message, right? You can able to get that directly. Welcome message. We can get this welcome message directly to our web part messages like in the screen. Okay, welcome message and passed it and I can use this. Okay, welcome message with the code, everything. I'll save it. Now, what are the things I did is you have a class. It's written two things. One is in the console and one is in the web part, right? If you want a console or you want to make this return, you need to call, send the data or maintain it somewhere and you can able to get the value here, right? Just I'll compile again. It's already compiled. Okay, we have that web part. You can go here. You can see welcome. So, okay, we have the multiple message that the reason here in our web part is showing the welcome to also here welcome. We return there also welcome, right? Let's say it will coming both. Just go back. You can able to see the refresh session. Welcome Oliver. Your code is a colon 350. Right? Whenever see the your developer, you can see the console message, right? You can see able to see here the console message. What is that? You have the one second, I'll find it. Or some message you mentioned there. You can have employee name, right? Yeah. Can you use the console, right? You have the console.log. Yeah. Once again, I add that method the white space stays. Okay, I'll remove it. I can score the code while calling via what I did is just call the constructor. Okay, we not call the private method here. That's the reason it's not getting value. You need to pass the value, right? Otherwise, the system don't know. Let's say employee. That's a name, right? Name, comma. These dot employee code. Okay. You need to pass the value. We are calling from the constructor to this print value, right? Let's say save all. Now we are able to see that value. You can see the refresh after refresh the method. Constructor will only work only once whenever the first initialize the method. You can see the value now. Once again, I return. It's executing again using the Gulf, sir. Okay, now I'm getting the same part back, and I'll see my console. I can use this something like alert. Otherwise, that's easy, right? You can easy to bring the value. Anyways, for final try. Yeah, you can get the value, right? Now you can able to see the employee name Jenkins NS from the constructor, right? It will bring the while whenever I'm creating a new object here, the same type whatever we do in our .NET, right? C#. Same like only the object is created and send the value. It will call the private method and we are getting the output. The same second one I'm calling from here. You can using this created object with the calling the method. That's a print from function. I get the value and it's sending the value, print the value in my web part, right? I can use this return, whatever the return message I use passing here, I get the value. That's a welcome message, right? Got it? This way you can easily implement our all the applications, right? Whenever people feel that we are trying to come with a new application like SharePoint framework, you are in the background is C# or any other object-oriented language, you are a JavaScript or everything, you can easily move. Just you need to understand what is class, how to use the class, and what is interface, how to use it. This is in our already we have a knowledge. Who are having their base object-oriented knowledge, you can able to easily able to leverage it in our SharePoint framework. That's I'm trying to show here. I hope it's useful.